7.9, your best choice. Hello? Hello? The only independent voice of Liberia. No allegiance to any political party, organization, institution, or individual. Freedom FM 87.9, your best choice.
I would not know if it's wrong, but one thing that I was not able to accomplish that I wanted to accomplish was after the war, the Liberian people elected me, and in fact, the Liberian people elected me to unite the country. I was not able to get some of the other factional leaders to return to Liberia. I was not able to get one or two of the political leaders to return. And I think they helped to provoke the situation. I was able to do a whole lot. Strangely, the LPC, these were all warring factions, and all of the other warring factions, I was able to bring them into government. In fact, most of the combatants that fought for the government during the war were the combatants of the warring factions that fought against me. So I accomplished bringing them together. I accomplished making sure that the issue of tribalism went away in Liberia. But I mean, to a great extent, I think most Liberians now, if you went to Liberia and took a poll, they would say Mr. Taylor did his best. Any other regrets? The second regret is that I was never able to get the United States to understand me. I was never able to get them to work with me, which is so essential for Liberia. No president of Liberia, no president can make it successfully unless he is online with Washington. Now, I'm not the type of guy that you can pick up a telephone and command. I don't take that. I didn't take that from Washington. Then, even if I were elected president, I would not take it. I'm not that kind. I'm not a coward. But I do believe that a good working relationship is essential for any president of Liberia.
So I supported Joseph Parker, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. There's a man who bought me paper before. Mm-hmm. I'm buying paper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he insisted, he said, when you run for one term, he insisted. I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest.
With a profound sense of gratitude and humility. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve as your president and commander-in-chief for the past 6 years. Together,
we also wrote a speech to never inauguration day, everybody happy. We are rejoicing over the defeat of the old regime. We are rejoicing about our effort to bring a new regime. Then we sit down with happiness. We wrote red paper for that 79-year-old man. He struggled to read. Then before that, I will tell you nation, I will tell you US, I will bring one for you. Because you think one for you, just like I know what I'm doing when you pass on
When you elect a clown and you think that he will be a king, what he does is to convert the kingdom into a circus. This is what we must deal with, and this is what we must say. Who do we elect into our public offices. Because, as I've said before, when you allow hyenas to take care of goats, why should you be surprised when the goats are eaten? This is the same. And Africa is only going to realize our potential in all areas when, by dint of choice, we enable and allow our best men and women to serve in different areas. I've heard it being said about Lee Kuan Yew in Singapore. I've heard it being suggested about Mahathir Mohamad in Malaysia. I've heard it being said about Japan. I've heard it being said about other countries. But there was a conscious decision on the part of those individuals and the followership. We always talk about leaders, but we never talk about the followers. The followers must also style up. Africans on average are for some reason attracted to thieves. Africans are for some reason attracted to men and women who cannot serve her. And when they are not served, then they complain. When Africans are told, choose you now whom we shall release, Jesus of Nazareth or Barabbas, they say release Barabbas. And when Barabbas behaves like Barabbas, they say, why are you not behaving like Christ? It cannot be done.
In May of 2001, signed a second of two executive orders, number 13213, Defense Exhibit D310, in which it was stated, and I quote, the government of Liberia's complicity in the RUF's illicit trade in diamonds and its other forms of support for the RUF are direct challenges to the United States foreign policy objectives in the region, as well as the rule-based international order that is critical to the peace and prosperity of the United States. Therefore, I find these actions by the government of Liberia contribute to the unusual and extraordinary threat to the foreign policy of the United States described in Executive Order 13194, with respect to which the President declared a national emergency. This executive order did not say the alleged complicity, it concluded the complicity. The conspiracy was born, all systems put into motion, and here I stand today. I never stood a chance. This is the broader contextual matrix that regrettably did not and still has not seen the light of day in these proceedings, despite the gallant efforts by the defense to unearth and reveal the contextual framework behind the charges against me. Now, with the two executive orders, the dogs were let out, so to speak. What followed was a dispatch of the attack pack led by Lieutenant Colonel David Crane, Defense Intelligence 30 years prosecutor. He, Crane, unlawfully unsealed the court's sealed indictment to his handlers, senior U.S. government officials at the U.S. Embassy in Freetown, and was never held to account. The rest of the operational team are Colonel Brandon Hollis, Defense Intelligence, CIA, U.S. Air Force, Senior Trial Counsel, and Armed Prosecutor. James C. Johnson, U.S. Army expert, 20 years on conventional and special operations, Chief of Prosecutions for the SCSL. Alan White, 30 years, Defense Intelligence, recalled from retirement to head up investigations at the Special Court of Sierra Leone. Stephen J. Rapp came on board as chief prosecutor for a short time of experience from Capitol Hill, where he served with the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee sometime before. It came as no surprise to me that as a reward of sorts for Stephen Rapp's diligence in the execution of U.S. foreign policy objectives through these ad hoc tribunals, he was appointed U.S. Ambassador at large for war crimes issues. In support of the contextual framework of politics, on February 8, 2006, Lieutenant Colonel David Crane, prosecutor, appeared before a U.S. Congress Subcommittee on Africa, Defense Exhibit D404, and spelled out in clear terms the decision taken in support of regime change in Liberia and what needed to happen to solidify that process. There was little mention, if any, in his testimony about Sierra Leone. And here is what he said. I posit that 5 years from now, when the international community is challenged by other crises, Taylor in Calabar, under the protection of Nigeria, will make his move. We will wake up one morning and watch on CNN as Taylor rides triumphantly down the main street in Monrovia to the executive mansion, daring all of us to come and get him. Unless he is handed over to the special court for Sierra Leone, this scenario is not out of the realm of possibilities. He then asked, how do we assure Liberia's future? And he answers that. Ultimately, he says, what we do about Taylor in the next several weeks will determine the fate of Liberia and the new administration of its president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Crane then sets out several plans, two of which I'll state here. He said, first, hand Charles Taylor over to the special court for Sierra Leone for a fair trial, his kind of trial. This takes him out of the local and regional dynamics that is West Africa. Second, tie any financial and political support to good governance in Liberia. Time does not permit, but the exhibits are present. Not even the Nigerian nation was spared from threats and intimidation, as explained by Femi Kayode, first secretary to President Obasanjo, the Nigerian head of state, who was with him in Washington when President George W. Bush promised, and I quote, to bring Nigeria to its knees if Taylor was not turned over to the special court. And what happened? Obasanjo buckled and capitulated. Now, this demonstrates the significant pressure that was brought to bear on President Obasanjo, irrespective of his personal and leadership obligations to the West African sub-region. And therein lies the dilemma for current African heads of state and government, but how to enter into binding commitments and obligations with the African pairs and remain steadfast, resolute, and unyielding in their fidelity to those agreements in the face of such unrelenting and punishing pressure from powerful.
My people, where you at? Wake up when the stars stop slipping. Wave your hands. Come on. I know y'all sleeping. I gotta go last one, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people last us. The government betrayed us. They betrayed us. I said, the people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betrayed us. They get lost, they get stiff.
Oh yes, it is strong. It seems to be extensive, extremely intriguing, firmly holding on, strongly engaging, bravely punching the issues that concern the people's daily activities. And we can go on and on to name.
Why?
Whatever the case is, we are back again behind these microphones. The microphones that propel us to engage those who decide not to. Ensure that their living conditions are upgraded. Those who continue to plunge our country into chaos. Those who continue to divide our country. Those who continue to ensure that our country remains separated. Those who continue to ensure that our country remains unreconciled. Our responsibility is to ensure that we pressure those in charge of the system to deliver on their promises. And so let me say a very, very pleasant good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you across the country.
The nation is poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing.
Our friends, our fans, our followers, our critics, and even those of you who do not like the things we say and the way we say them. It's good to have all of you joining us tonight. Today is Tuesday. Today is September 9th. It's the 9th day of September 2025. And it's good to have all of you joining us tonight. This is Freedom Hard Talk. This is Freedom FM. This is 87.9. This is is your Freedom Hard Talk, your only hard talking platform in the country.
You see the reason why we ask what the government
that speaks truth to power,
that
that speaks truth to the oppressors. And so we're back again. We are back again. We are back again.
Intention to the nation is poor.
As always, a lot to talk about.
Nothing.
Tonight we place emphasis. Something just happened this evening before coming on the radio. Folks, things are difficult. Things continue to get difficult by the day. The exchange rate is so low, has dramatically fallen to the ground. But sadly, the prices of basic goods and services remain extremely high, beyond the control of government. This is an interest for us because we are interested in what concerns you, in what affects you. And so we place emphasis on what's happening across the country. The prices are high, the prices keep climbing. Well, the value of our domestic currency is depreciating, is dropping.
Tired with the promises that left us to a lot of damages.
This is the country we have. What does the situation look like in your area when it comes to the exchange rate?
So why does you lie? Why does you steal?
And the prices of basic commodities on the Liberian market in your different communities. What does the situation look like for you? What is the experience? What kind of experience do you have to share with us tonight? Tonight we are talking together the issues. So yes, after all what we said to the government, that the government used the police and weaponized the code to demolish the headquarters of the Congress for Democratic Change, while the matter was never exhausted legally. Remember, we told you that the party itself said that they are taking an appeal to the Supreme Court while the hearing or the ruling from the Supreme Court was pending. Joe Braga instructed his police and armed and military personnel to besiege the headquarters of the CDC and ensure that even a sycamore tree is demolished and uprooted. Today, the Supreme Court has set a date for her ruling into the matter. What do we think is happening? Politics or the rule of law is working? We will tell you what is happening. Oh yes, a lot is on our decks in-house for cleaning. We're going to clean our house tonight with a lot of interesting issues. We are hearing that a deputy minister is caught in a web that he allegedly raped a teenager. Yeah, that a deputy minister allegedly raped a teenager. That's what we're getting. All of these information are available for you just shortly after our break. Our cash giveaway is Wisi Wasa. It continues. We are requiring you to spend small money and win big money. Spend $50 Liberian and win for yourself 5,000 Liberian dollars. *255 *1# is the short code. As I'm announcing the code, you can begin playing to win for yourself $5,000 tonight on the show. *255 *1# is the short code to play our cash giveaway. Select option number 1 to play in Liberian dollars and option number 2 to play in US dollars. This show is proudly sponsored by Crime Stopper Liberia, and we are in partnership with Win Liberia. Very shortly, we take a break from our sponsor, Crime Stopper Liberia, along with our partner, Win Liberia. And then we welcome all of you who are joining us tonight on this Tuesday's edition of Freedom Hard Talk.
Today, with Win Liberia on Freedom FM. Yes, for just $100 Liberian dollars or 50 cents United States dollars. You can win from 4,000 Liberian dollars up to 10,000 Liberian dollars. And for 200 Liberian dollars or $1 United States dollar on Japa days, you can win from 15,000 Liberian dollars, 50,000 Liberian dollars, 100,000 Liberian dollars, and up to 1 million Liberian dollars. For these amazing prizes, dial *255 *1#. Again, dial *255 *1#. one hatch. The more you play, the better your chances. It's Win Liberia Cash Giveaway on Freedom FM.
There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand for your authority. But it can't take your of it. Crime stopper here for us. We need safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see you must take it. I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, the stopping crime for all of us.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Jiboboya, we small. We are not ready for you yet. Let's welcome all of those, our friends, our followers who are joining us tonight, and even those who are joining us who do not like the things we say and the way we say them. Let's welcome them. Venetia's Junior Bar from Nukutown is joining us tonight on the show. Welcome to the show, Vinny. William W. Wudu is joining us tonight from Upper Cardwell. Agatha Glasgow has joined us as well. Burma Ibrahim Kui is also joining us tonight on the show. From where? From Chicken Soup Factory. Dauda Sharif is joining us tonight from Pennsylvania in the U.S. Mohammed Barrow is joining us tonight from Broadview. James Lamy has joined the show tonight. Elizabeth Thomas from Congo Town, welcome to the show, Liz. Stephen Yagadi from Lower Margibi County is joining us tonight. Ansu Famule from Broadview. Roland Toy is joining us tonight. From where? From the Japan Freeway. Clady Addison has joined us tonight from Delaware in the U.S. Honorable J.D. Williams of Johnsonville, welcome to the show. John Takpaya has joined us tonight from Nukutown. Rubin Kane is following the show. Dominion Howard is joining the show tonight from Marshall Highway. Justice Baker, I'm sure it's Baker. Justice Baker is joining the show tonight from Plebo City in Maryland County. Patricia Taru has joined us tonight from Broadview. Favor Morris, welcome to the show. Bakari Sharif is joining tonight from Nukutown. Success is joining the show tonight. From she said we're watching from the Unwanted Pregnancy President community. Bennu Kamara is joining the show tonight from the USA. Nathan Page is following tonight from Matadi. Judy Wawe Duban Hill is joining the show tonight from North Carolina in the US. Crafty is joining the show tonight from she says she's watching from a good English compound. Benedict Isaac Tia is joining the show tonight from Caldwell. Henry Too is following the show as well from Caldwell. I noticed that a lot of people from Caldwell follow us via Facebook Live, via our Facebook Live. Ambassador Walton Bashu, Ambassador Wonton Bushu Morgan Jr. is joining the show tonight from he says from where Johnsonville. All of you, welcome to the show. Samuel Kofi Rose Jr. We are 2029, he says. Welcome to the show. All of you. Daniel Kenema is joining tonight. Felicia Swain from Bannersville. Laha Masale from FDA Junction. Austin Stanley is joining the show tonight. Welcome, Austin. David Ray is joining tonight from Maryland County. Achikori from Lac. Sidu Roberts is joining tonight from Grand Kidman County. There, Kinjo. Samuel Lat Cooper is following the show tonight. From Caldwell, Bennu Kamara. All of you, welcome to the show tonight. It's good to have all of you joining us. Samuel Swar, Augustus Help. Abdullahi Dule is joining tonight from Zozo. Ali Kamara, Comfort Saki, David Johnson. All of you, welcome to the show tonight from your different places. David is joining us tonight from Minneapolis in the US. From his boss in Minneapolis in the US. John Saki from Atlantic City, New Jersey in the US. City Gigs from Shasta, Grand Creek County. All of you. Oliver Chi from Grand Jide, Hawa Famule from Maryland in the US. All of you, welcome. Timothy LT, Charles Sonkali from Vonjama City. It's good to have all of you. I'm experiencing some problems, with my eyes, so so I'm experiencing small. I'm uncomfortable, small tonight, but it will be good. So a lot is happening. A lot needs to be talked about, spoken about. Lots of things are happening in our country. Lots need to be spoken about, and it's important that we speak about these things, these issues. So I have something interesting to tell all of you tonight. Anyway, let's focus on our in-house first, then we'll come back to the other stuff. So on today, I received a lot of calls from people asking. I don't know. So those of you watching, because some of you can be watching and still be asking. So those of you watching, you see, if you look on the screen, you will see the number there to play, the short code to play the cash giveaway. I answer these questions regularly, almost every day. The rest of the other announcers said do the same. So you see on my far left, but if you're watching, look on your far left. You will see catch. You see play the cash giveaway. Dial *255*1#. You will see there. So that's the short code you have to dial to play the cash giveaway. Emmanuel Blanco, welcome to the show from 24th Street. Exodus Marias, welcome to the show from Mount Barclay. All of you, Alice Johnson, welcome. So that's the Diana Dennis, welcome. So that's the short code. *255*1#. For those of you listening, I'm going to take my time for you all to play along with me. And then we'll move on to our discussion because there are a lot of things to talk about tonight. We have to exhaust all of these issues within 1 hour, 10 minutes, and then we'll go to the telephone lines to pick calls. So you if you have, the only thing that qualifies is you have to be a Lone Star Cell subscriber. And then the second thing that qualifies is you must have $50 Liberian on your mobile money account, or its equivalent in US is 25 cents. Once you have that, this is how you play the cash giveaway. You don't need smartphone. You can play the cash giveaway on your button phone and your smartphone. If you have smartphone, you can use it. Button phone, you can use it. Any phone can play the cash giveaway. So let me play along with you so you see how it works. And as we're talking, you can take your phone and be trying it. Let's play together. I have my phone. I'm dialing *255*1#. This is a smartphone. I'm dialing *255*1#. You see, I've been dialing it. I'm going to press OK, like I'm calling. It's reading. It has read. They're saying choose your currency. Number 1, LRD 50. Number 2, 0.25, meaning 25 cents in US. USD 0.25. Now they're telling you asking you which currency you want to play in. If you select number 1, it means you are playing in LD. If you select number 2, it means you're playing in USD. Whichever option you select, you send. For me, I selected 1, right? So I press send. I send. Once I send, they will tell you to enter your mobile money password. You see? They're asking you to enter your mobile money password, right? Those of you watching. So the message you see is the message is telling you enter your PIN to approve a debit of 50 LRD initiated by Win Liberia, or tap 0 to cancel. Because I work here, I'm not qualified to play. So I'll press 0 to cancel. I just press cancel on my phone because I'm not qualified. But once you enter your password, you send. You've already played. That's how easier it is to play the cash giveaway. So all you have to do is to remember the short code. And the short code is *255*1#. That's the short code to play. And follow the instruction. Tonight we're paying $5,000 to as many winners as possible. And let me give you one secret. I'm checking my dashboard. As soon as it reaches 100 transactions, I get money. 100 transactions, I get money. 100 transactions, I give money. That's how I'm paying out tonight. That's how I'm paying out tonight. So I'll be checking the board and just be doing the job and then call all of the winners at the close of the show. Call all of the winners at the close of the show. Okay, I miss it. So yeah, I'll call all of the winners at the close of the show. So once 100 transactions, like that, that's how I'm going to pay tonight, because I'll not be looking at the dashboard. So I'm paying 100. Every 100 transaction, I pay 5,000. Just at that. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. So that's the short code *255*1# to play the cash giveaway. Let's move on. Tonight we want to do something for you. Those of you, all of you tonight. We have something strange for you tonight that I did not announce, but I'm announcing it now. There are a series of videos here that we are about to play. Just to remind you and appease you. We want to reflect from where we've come from and where we are now. There are angry people who supported Joe Biden that are angry today. All of their angry videos, the videos where they are expressing their angers, some are 1 minute video, 2 minutes video, 1 minute 30 seconds video. We are about to spend some time playing these videos for you to hear their expressions, their disagreements from their own mouths, who projected George Weah as a demon to our country. They are crying today. We have to play these people crying. When they cry, we play that cry for you to hear them crying. Probably some of you have not heard them cry before. So we want you to hear them cry. So we have series of videos here that we are going to play. You hear them crying, complaining on Joe Barker themselves. So we are in this thing together. Because you know what? At the end of the day, we have to unite as a people to fix the spoil. We have to unite as a people to fix the spoil. Barker has spoiled the system. He has destroyed the system. You see, Napoleon Bonaparte said, in politics, stupidity is not a handicap. Napoleon Bonaparte, a French statesman, he said, in politics, stupidity is not a hardship. I mean, sorry, a handicap. We're talking about hardship. It's not a handicap. Those of you who believe that CDC or ANC or PDP or CMC is a political party for a particular group of people, and you folks are angry, they are not supposed to be embraced, or CDC is not supposed to embrace Unity Party folks who are angry. Hey, embracing anybody who supported Joe Barker that is angry today, embracing that person is not stupidity. Embracing that person does not mean you are disabled or you are unable to survive on your own. That's not a takeaway. That's not a manners from you. And the politicians can always use the Bible to say, wise man changes. So when they come to the senses and they realize their mistakes, whether they are lawmakers or government officials or party officials or partisans of any political party who supported Barker and realize that they made a mistake by supporting Barker, that he does not have the capacity to lead, and they come, we should open our arms to them. We said the Papa was wicked, he was terrible, he was corrupt, he was inept, he was lazy, he was weary, his brain was going down the drain. His own vice president said, well, so if those people who did not believe us then are beginning to realize everything we said in 2023 about Joe Barker, what do? Reject them? No. We embrace them because they will be our evidence to join us tomorrow to campaign against Joe Barker, confirming that what we said in 2023, that he was an SS package, he was going to be a complete liability, a disaster to our country. Those will be the individuals confirming, validating everything we said about Joe Barker in 2023. It doesn't mean you are handicapped. To play fool, to give wisdom. If Barker can tell you he was willing to sleep with the devil just to become president, even though we saw that as desperation of a lazy old man who had little or no capacity to even understand the challenges that were confronting our country or our country was confronted with. But he still said to us that even if it causes him to sleep with the devil, who was the devil he was referring to? Today, you see the actual works of the devil, right? Mysterious death all around the place. The increase in the sales and in the importation, sales, and usage of deadly substances. You see the rise in corruption. You see the decline in accountability, the lack of appetite to account to the citizens. The appetite for corruption has increased, and the appetite for accountability has declined. You see that in this government. Nobody needs to tell you, because you are seeing it and reading about it and hearing about it from us every day. So we'll play you these videos tonight for you to hear the people who supported them expressing their anger about the Joe Barker men that they supported. Today I read a sad event from Nepal. The Nepalese, some Nepalese protesters stormed the parliament, demanding the government to lift a ban that they placed on Facebook, social media. And sadly for that country, the angry Nepalese protesters could not hold back, but they set ablaze on the capital. Yes, they did that. It was a sad news, but again, that's how democracy, those are some of the injuries democracies suffer across the world. People are still pressuring the governments to pay a price, to pay attention to their to their living condition, to their livelihood, to their comfort, to their what concerns their interest. Citizens across the world. Yesterday we were telling you about the parliament, members of parliament in France voted to withdraw the confidence that they have in the prime minister, pushing the government into a complete collapse because the government cannot function because no budget has been passed. So the government will have to wait until a new prime minister is appointed or elected, depending on what Emmanuel Macron, which model they will decide to use to have a new prime minister. Before that prime minister will be able to submit a new budget to the parliament that will address the pressing issues. The French are admitting to the decline in their education system, healthcare. Their debts are rising far. They want to cut down spending on public holidays and all. Imagine Paris, France, that people want to go. They are discussing how their education system is declining and their healthcare system is declining, and they want to cut down their debts. That debt is high to the extent that they want to cut down spending on public holidays. Not just spending, but they want to reduce the holidays. The French have two major holidays. They say they want only one, and then they want to reduce the amount they spend. They will even reduce the amount they spend on one holiday. A country like France is having such a conversation. Before yesterday, on Sunday, the deputy prime minister of Great Britain, of the UK resigned. She resigned her post as deputy prime minister and resigned her post as deputy head of the Labour Party. The point I'm trying to make here, sophisticated countries are taking those, stern decisions. The citizens are pressuring those countries that are sophisticated, demanding more. And the government officials or the parliaments are listening to them. The officials are listening. They're bowing to the pressure of the citizens. Labor union in the UK, I think they're still convening their annual conference, demanding pay rise, demanding insurance, demanding rise in employment. They are demanding, they are not satisfied yet, and the government is listening to them. We in Liberia, in the filthy country that Baga has created, we are still saying, oh, the old man is doing well, the papa is doing well. Just a ban on Facebook in Nepal, the citizens took to the streets to protest. Just a ban of social media. Those are literate countries. Those are literate societies. There's protest still ongoing in the UK. As I'm speaking to you, the British are still protesting. There are conversations ongoing about a potential protest that may begin in Paris in a couple of hours. The citizens are conscious enough. They are demanding more because they know that they deserve more and that government is under obligation to provide more. We in our country can barely afford a cup of rice to eat a day. We are praising 181-year-old man who outlived his usefulness and has nothing to offer our country, flying from one place to another place and coming back with nothing to celebrate. When you say it, then they say, oh, the man 81-year-old, you can't talk to him like that. We are not talking to him. We are talking to his action, his behavior, his ineptitude, his inability, his weakness, his laziness, and his wickedness, because he is dividing the country. He's doing nothing. He's performing poorly on the governance front. Rule of law is so low. Access to justice is lacking totally. All of our other two branches of government have already been influenced and squeezed in the pocket of Joe Barker. So you can't get anything from the other two branches of government. The executive is already in the dustbin. All they do, steal and steal and steal and use GAFA to justify their stealing. Nepalese protesters for Facebook. So when you hear me say, look, you guys are joking in this country and you guys have to join us to continue to engage our government, that's why I'm always telling you that we are still joking. You all need to be like some of us for many reasons. And being like some of us does not mean you don't have to sound like us or act like us or talk like us or behave like us, but just your radical support to the work we do will empower us, will strengthen us, will motivate us, will encourage us, hey, to keep the feet of these corrupt officials' feet to the fire. That's all we ask of. We're not asking you to give us content. We're not asking you to give us a documentation or anything. If you have it, an added advantage, because it places us in the position to speak with absolute authority to the power. If you don't, your radical support has to be physical. Nepal. Sarah Yanti, the foreign minister, she knows what Nepal is because she used to work there with the UN. She used to head the UN mission in that place. Just for Facebook business. Other decent countries like the UK, the US, they are having conversation every day about job about increase in employment, reducing their unemployment rate, expanding electricity and reducing the cost of electricity, improving healthcare, expanding their insurance program, upgrading their insurance program that case that pregnant women, children, and those under senior citizens can benefit from. And we are still here having nothing. The only people you hear having these conversations are people like us who believe that government has to work for its people. The government of the day is refusing to listen. We have to go beyond talking. Thanks to Mobile Model for organizing the protest. And I'm told there's another protest in December. This government is useless, is corrupt, and it is stubborn. it requires, they say bad soul needs bad medicine. And all of us have to come together. If the folks in Nigeria, if the Nigerians who enjoy a better economy, better infrastructure, better electricity, better healthcare, better education system than us, can still be protesting for improved social services. If the Ghanaians who have far better education system, healthcare system, electricity, stable, affordable, and other basic social services far better than us, can still be protesting and demanding improvement on basic social services, pressuring the government to create or expand access to those social services. What's about us who do not have anything? We are inherited a country. We have three countries with electricity. We are expanded it to 7, 8, 9 countries with electricity. How many countries, new countries have been placed on our electricity grid since Baga became president? How many? How many new countries? You can say yes, it was under Joe Braga that we in this country receive electricity. We're running 2 years. What? See your healthcare system, where children under 5 were not paying a dime before. Now they have to pay. They are made to pay money before they get treated. Pregnant women are made to deposit huge sum of money before they can enter delivery rooms. Poor people do not have access to affordable healthcare services anymore in our country. Same applies to the justice system. Poor men does not get justice. Political opposition, political actors do not get justice in this country anymore. The system is broken. That's why we have to rise up. We have to come together. We have to hold strong. We have to be strong. We have to be encouraged. As we are not going to see anything significant happening in this country, because we may all just be sitting and the country may just get broken down because we are all just sitting and watching. How long do we sit and watch? Small country like Nepal can do that. Just for Facebook ban. Developed countries, Ghana, Nigeria, France, Great Britain, the US are having conversation about increasing and expanding access to basic social services and reducing prices of basic commodities, basic consumables especially. In those developed countries, we are underdeveloped. We are not even developing country. We are underdeveloped. And we are satisfied with the governance of Joe Biden. When the developed country like UK, developed country like France, developing country like Ghana, Nigeria are all discussing or holding discussions about increasing or improving access to basic needs. And we are in our country underdeveloped and celebrating Joe Braga and clapping for him and convincing everybody and getting angry with everybody who is refusing to clap for Joe Braga. An underdeveloped country, a least developed country like Liberia, we are clapping for our president and say, "Oh, Joe Braga is doing good." When a female candidate in Nima, which we'll talk about that tomorrow because yes, we'll talk about that tomorrow. But a female candidate in Nima who just participated in the district number 5 election, I received 3 separate recordings about her. She's alleging something that I want us to talk about, but I don't have time. I want to use my 1 hour to go into the other issues. She's saying that she was giving NEC announced lesser votes than what she obtained in the election. She said, according to the tally sheets that she got from her pool washers, neck tally sheet that everybody saw, is reading 70 something numbers that she got, but neck is announcing 20 or 25 votes. Her own tally sheet that everybody, all the pool washers saw, including the neck officers, they saw that are in her possession. The calculation is showing 79 plus votes. NEC official pronouncement say she got 20 votes. This is alarming, and we have to have a conversation about that tomorrow. We told you when it comes to rigging election in Nima, in Liberia, Nima can't take number one. No offense to your Nimaans, but your politicians, they can, especially the bigger ones in your country, can rig elections. They can manipulate elections. Tomorrow we'll have a conversation about that, since we don't have enough time. So this deputy minister, it comes to rape issue, I love to be very careful how I speak about it, because it bothers some people's reputation. It's not like the normal politics that we just talk about, we get evidence, we get document, we talk about it, right? But this one, it comes to rape, it bothers on the reputation of people. I don't know the deputy minister for youth services at the Ministry of Youth and Sports. Trust me, today my first time hearing his name. So we're trying to lay our hands on some things and connect with the family, with one or two family members, and hopefully we can be able to have a conversation about that tomorrow. But the news is not good. We're told that the story is told that the victim or the alleged victim is the daughter to the deputy head for security at the Ministry of Youth and Sports. So the deputy head of security at the Ministry of Youth and Sports is the person whose daughter is the person whose daughter seemed to be the victim. It is alleged that his daughter is the victim. It is his daughter who was harassed and sexually abused. But like I said, this is real issue. Hey, not believable. So for me, I like to handle these things with care, okay? But hopefully tomorrow we can be able to speak with the family members who have their numbers already. But we have to talk to them, save them prior notice before talking to them. So we have to speak with them after the show, and hopefully tomorrow we shall be able to provide you some information about that. So I'm sure most of you are aware that on today the government is in a move, cosmetic move, to Joseph Braga friend to J. Abdullah Kamara, the former LTA board chair, acting chair of the LTA, and after 1 or 2 hours he was released from the Moravia Central Prison and on bail and all of that. We look forward to see how that case goes. We are going to follow the case, and trust us, we are going to follow the case. Let's spend some time on CDC headquarters, folks. Something happened today. Let's spend some time on CDC headquarters. This. So, yes, we will spend some time on CDC headquarters. But listen, a lot of I told you Joe Biden was complaining, right? That people are rude in the country and they love to insult people, right? I want you to listen to this recording. This was in 2023, right in the presence of Joe Parker. And it's important that you listen to this.
Jowiela Zogo, Jowiela
This was Yega Koloba in Lofa in the presence of Joe Barker. At the time, coursing was good. You call Braga Zogo today, they will say it's an insult. He's vexed, he's angry now and complaining. Yeke was a lawmaker. Braga was a former vice president. And you heard his description of George Weah. This is just the list. That because some of the things he said about George Weah, I can play them now. I may play them later when the real debate intensify about discipline in our propaganda, in our information, in our communication to the audience. When the real debate intensify, we will pull out these documents. We will run into our arsenals. This is the main Braga was using to campaign in 2023. And Yega himself can say it. When I was describing George Weah in 2022, 23, 2020, 22, 23, you guys were clapping for me. I was decent then. Today, I ban me now because I am telling you the same things that I disagreed with under the CDC government. Braga say that being rude. Then I say to you, hey, do you really think Braga is angry because people sit on radio and criticize him? Braga is speaking now because President Sirleaf used harsh words against he and his UP folks. The Pape is a sycophant. He's deceptive. He's a scary coward. So you want Allen speaking to Liberians and getting angry with Liberians for using harsh words and adjectives against he and his government officials. When in essence he's afraid to talk to Eddie. He's afraid of Eddie. So he said, let me Allen talking to Liberian people and respond to her directly. Yeah? If Braga wants to be man enough, let Braga come out and talk to Eddie directly. Don't act like you're talking to us because some of us will not stop describing or using certain adjectives on you. Some of us will not stop. The only thing we will not do on this platform is to insult you. But those adjectives that describe your action, when you behave reckless, we will use the adjective reckless to describe you. When you behave irresponsible, we will use the adjective irresponsible to describe you. That's all we say. So let's move on. That's one, right? So when the guys were celebrating Braga and they were celebrating Braga, everything was good, right? Listen to some of the men crying. Some of the guys are crying right now, right? You gotta listen to people crying. So right after Yeke finished starting Joe, we are calling Joe Sogo. Listen to Yeke.
Today, for open one, they were not for open soul as I am challenging them. I say, Ofelibia and General Gavon, we came to my place for 19th Street straight here.
Okay.
If from my place, we sat down, we talk. Because I told you I don't want to have interaction with people. My point is, if the police want to get information, if the police, because the police know who bring the place. Before the whole situation, Joseph Barker told the police what God bring my hooligans. And who are the hooligans? He influenced the process. Because Joseph Baga said people were Bremer hooligans, and we are the hooligans, so people from our group should be arrested. In that particular recording, the day that Abu called me, and Moses called, or the TV called me, we came here, even my plane, because I told them I was not prepared to talk to anybody on 19th Street. I got in my short trouser, came down, I got in the paper.
Okay, let's go for another one. Let's go. They are angry now. They are angry. 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 Listen to the angry supporter.
Right now, no money coming in. The road meeting the road. It runs from Gafwan. And the little Gafwan been selected. And maybe Gafwan even some of the money too. Maybe who knows?
Gafwan doesn't collect the revenue.
No. Gafwan does not collect. I agree. So you want me to bring double here? I would not do. I will see with Gafwan. Gafwan direct the approach. Gafwan direct the approach. Okay?
Yes.
Gafwan's son, Gafwan and Jackie, you know what I'm saying. Gafwan hands is in everything. It's the Minister of Justice.
Yeah, this is
the Minister
crying.
of Finance. You know that, Jackie. Gafwan has turned to be a failure since he took over.
Gafwan is a failure.
Let me make my point.
No, let's see.
Listen, Gafwan can be your friend. I don't care. I'm talking about Liberia here.
Okay.
It's not about friendship.
Okay.
No, it's not about friendship.
Okay.
Gafwan eyes have seen the light that he can be president of more.
Okay.
Or he can be vice president of more. And because of that, he has destroyed the confidence that the Electoral people put in.
Okay.
That's pressing up. People don't getting paid. You lie and say they're getting paid $150 every month. Nobody will make below. That's one lie. What happened with Bill Maguire Jones? Gafwan stepped on the investigation. Now, when you go to LCC, when Bill Maguire Jones brought his brother in to do a fake planning painting contract, Gafwan personally stepped on it.
This is the MF who refer to seditionists and supporters of the CDC as cockroaches because of Joe Barker. This is the young man who called you seditionists, reactions, sympathizers of the CDC, who called us cockroaches. This is the man crying today about the 49 years experience, old man, and all of the best brains that they garnered from across the world and brought them to Liberia to work in the Liberian government and change the country and rescue the country and arrest the challenges and rescue those challenges. This is the man who called us cockroaches now, complaining and crying 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 on everybody. We are exonerated. We are exonerated. They are the ones crying. I'm crying in Babylon. Vani Shemo and Hesiki Azulu crying in Kibma. In Mosurado, but they plenty crying. They plenty crying in Mosurado. Yomri is angry in Grand Bazaar. They know it's displeased in Mosurado and pretending. You see what we are? But Bodokane is unsettled in Babylon. In Birmingham is where Samuel Johnson tired crying now. Ernest Tyler is tired just sitting and watching the show. Eh? This is the system that they brought. You go to Nima on the Nimbayas are angry already. Samakoga is lashing in my cause every day. The Lofians are happy because they have over 86% citizen participation in the government. So they are happy. Bon County is divided. Magibi is displeased. They don't even want to see the ground he walks on. Nuko is quiet, silent. Grand Bazaar is a disappointment already. It's already disappointed. Don't go to the southeast because no county there is encouraged. Don't go there. Where are the southeastern lawmakers who can be for them? Where is James Bunny? You bring election day to day and say, James Barney, John Weir, and Joe Barker. James Barney will tell you, look, y'all don't never call Joe Barker name in my ear. Those are just a few individuals I will mention here tonight. But the list goes on and on and on of individuals that are angry. Where is the John Malou? Where is the Martin? Where other man? He say, UP Rambo. The Rambo, the hero in the show, the hero in the whole rescue show is already angry too. Every day he's angry. They are all crying. The only reason why the other folks are not crying is because they are accommodated. So the message to you is, it was not about change. It was not about we are fearing the system. It was about their betters. It was about themselves. They wanted access to state covers to loot, to milk on our resources. Ask them whether they've changed anything. Have they changed? Have they amended the B Mountain Act or the B Mountain Mineral Development Agreement? No. Have they increased Liberia's royalty to B Mountain? No. Where is the Metasi? Where they were causing those with Samatua and HPX? Where is the HPXD? I thought they were going to sign it the day after Barker's inauguration. Where is HPX? Where is HPX? Every morning, every afternoon, every night, Jan Toyin wakes up, he insults Metasi and calls them bogus company. Where is Hammerberg? Where is China Union? Where are the communists that Barker promised to bring to this country? Where are the new companies? Where are the investors? Who is he bringing to rescue the country? Where are the new developments? Where are the new roads? Where are the new hospitals? Where are the new clinics? Where are the new schools? Where are the newly trained instructors or teachers at the different tertiary and secondary educational facilities? What are the reforms in the education system? What are the reforms, the changes, the upgrades in the healthcare system? Have our nurses' salaries increased? Have our teachers' salaries increased? Are supplementary teachers not complaining anymore? Are the MCSS schools all intact as we speak? Do we have over 20-30 specialist doctors in our country now? Where are the promises Barker made? What new can you point to? What new can you boast of? What can you say to the people who voted you? Everybody who strategically supported you is angry. Everybody is disappointed. Are you talking about somebody causing you? You think we get about who caused you, who not caused you? We are hungry. We are disappointed. So if you are one, we want your people to cost to let you every day. If you show letting here, you now will be let. Do the right things. Dismiss Gaffon. Dismiss his deputy. The GSC report is clear. And we see the intellectual lasting corruption. Double Jana is in a big mess. You ask Amin Moda to resign and refuse to prosecute him. Today, we have the pressure you beat, so laceration all on your body that's comparing you now to put Abdullah Kamara in jail. After 2 hours, you release him. That whole case ending right down there. It's not going nowhere again. Amin Moda resign. You ask him to resign without prosecution. All your DEA people who were instructing the agents to release drug suspects are supposed to be subjected to investigation and prosecution. When you compromise or you attempt to compromise our system, It is a crime. You are supposed to be investigated. Go to the Tiago. The Tiago is a big mess. A big mess. Employees have not taken pay for the last 3 months. Allowances have not been paid for over 5 months in some cases. The Tiago that was so attractive under Richmond Tobe and the rest of the other folks there, today the Tiago is a ghost camp. It's a mess. The Liberian government service provider that is supposed to be providing GSM services. The same thing Lone Star and Orange doing. That Liberian service provider there. The act gives the Tiago. They are our service provider. The government of Liberia has 60% of the ACE cable. The Tiago is unable to supply 10% to users. Even government institutions do not trust the Tiago. They are not even using the Tiago internet. The very government institutions are not using the Tiago internet. There were government institutions that were using the Tiago internet under George Weah. Now they have rating. They have rated the Ministry of Finance, asking the Ministry of Finance, informing them to tell me that they have terminated a contract with the Tiago. The Tiago can no longer provide services to them, so they are hiring or procuring new vendor for internet because the Tiago cannot provide them internet services. The series of communications from different government entities have landed in the Ministry of Finance, notifying the Ministry of Finance that the telco can no longer provide it, does not have the capacity to provide the internet, and so they are shifting to hiring new vendors. So what has Braga reformed? But Braga get kissing me a lot of people in that place heading the telco. What have they done? No reform, no new reform. The Toso, you may like it or not, at least Josiah Joka is pretending to be doing something. And you know, so every day you do a thing, you go and put on Facebook 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 times a day, you go home. But what is the reform? I won't talk about one setup, but I can talk about it because my CC will say that conflict of interest. You know, but let's face the reality. We're just hearing about a few entities that are doing small things, doing little because the folks have stolen all of the money. So there's no investment in the real sector. All our services, our service centers, our service sectors, water, internet, electricity, healthcare, nothing. Go to public administration is worst. Lipa, they are spoiled Lipa now. Nobody wants to go to Lipa today. Because the men want money, the people want fast money to the extent Lipa now even offering 2 days program, or you pay money in 2 days, they give you certificate. In 1 week, they give you diploma. Lipa is supposed to be that is formed as a specialized place. You go and acquire specialized training. Today, Lipa is a mess under this 47 or 49 years old experience. 2 days you go there, you spend 2 days, they give you certificate. Lipa. 1 week they gave you diploma. You gave Lipa chance right now. 1 month program, they will give you degree. That's how messy the place is. Those are the professional institutions, public administration that are supposed to be intact, upgraded, discussing reform right now. The other day, I took a colleague at the Commission for Higher Education. The colleague was applying for foreign scholarship, and they needed attestation of his degree for the institution. So they say, we need a higher education, Commission on Higher Education to attest your degree. Just to do communication, to sit down and write that communication to attest that the degree is valid, blah, 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 for a recognized university. The Commission on Higher Education say, they didn't get internet, they didn't get shit. sheet to print letter. My colleague had to come outside to buy sheet to carry for the Commission on Higher Education to print that communication. Just to sit down and call UL to verify. Because first, before the commission writes, the commission is supposed to communicate with the school to verify the degree. To do that verification process, the commission said they didn't get capacity. The person, I go to the commission and say, there's my degree. My school in the UK wants you to verify my degree, to attest my degree. For Commission on Higher Education to attest my degree, to attest to my degree at my school in the UK, the commission has to verify my degree from the university I graduated from. So it means the commission will have to communicate with AMEU and say, AMEU, we are calling to confirm one of your graduates from one of your graduates named Ostikawa. I the number blah 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 blah. So you push on, boom, you say, yeah. Osti M. Kawa Senior, ID number 2160700. Yes, it's a graduate of AMEU. But AMEU will have to do a formal communication or email to higher education. Higher education can print that email and do a communication and attach the email to it, scan it and send it to the people or give it to Joe. And give it to Joe Baga. Say, hey, Joe Baga, there your stuff here, carry. Higher education could not do that thing. They said that Joe Baga said should go on campus, or Osikawa should go on the campus that is supposed to verify a degree, get the verification letter from the school, then and take it to the Commission on Higher Education. Then my colleague asked, I said, you were supposed to verify, you sending me to go to the school to verify. So I go watch you send and do it and carry. And forge signature. That's how messy the system is. Just under 2 years. A system, a Commission on Higher Education under CDC that you could have gone to and get verification in less than 5 minutes. In less than 5 minutes. That the commission today cannot even do verification for you on its own. They ask the students seeking the attestation to go on his or her own university campus and get verification note from the campus and take it to the Commission on Higher Education to do attestation of that degree. So we're asking these questions. What change or changes have this government brought into place? From all of the sectors, capital building at Dompa already. Don't call that whole branch at Dompa. The judiciary, a chakla. Everything is scatter. Bring money for justice. You can go there and buy justice, or you get power, you get justice. You opposition, no justice. If you opposition, you get money, you will get you justice. Justice on sale in the judiciary. Justice is on sale in the judiciary. The big guns, the powerful can get justice within the twinkle of an eye. If you have money, you can get justice. Justice is on sale in our country. You can't get any. You cannot go to any investigation in the police right now. If you're an opposition or a critical force, nobody will listen to you. You can call by as an example. Roger Kunsport, you can call back. The police said they can investigate. After he wrote formal communication, the police said we will not investigate. Imagine Liberia is the only country where the police can say we are not investigating. What kind of country in the world besides Liberia that will tell you that the police will tell you we are not investigating? Yes. Otelia Monjolo. Nobody selling in the street again. The whole street clear. Nobody selling in the street. No street seller again. No teenager selling in the street again. No child abuse in the country anymore. The country is cleaner. Everything has vanished. Baka has reformed the system. Civil servants are taking pay on time. Their salaries have increased. Everything is good. You see where this country is? It's in a mess. It's in a mess. It's in a big mess. And some of you think this is just about politics. This is no politics. This is about governance. This is about governance. So the guys can run all around the place, run all around the place. At the end of the day, we want to see real change. What has the government changed? What has the government rescued? The US rate, the exchange rate is down in less than 24 hours for 200 LD to 1, 200 to 1 USD has dropped. Today, I said my brother changed $5. They gave me $820. $820 LD. Then I wonder where our Oma people can go eat. You know, I was even joking her today. She used to sell food $5. So as I gave her $5 food, she said, "What? Don't be that nonsense here. Hey, you know, chocolate don't be that DW. You know, $5 how much? Go outside, you go change it." Hey, this is the impact of reckless, careless, and useless governance system, where the interests of the people, the living conditions of the people, the livelihoods of the people are never protected. They never of paramount to the government. This is what you get. Prices are high. Prices continue to rise. Well, our Liberian dollars are losing value just within the space of 24 hours. Our Liberian dollars scarce. We can't get it. So they are offering less Liberian dollars for US dollars. This is scary. This is not governance. This is not governance. Go to the courts. Go to the courts. The police. You can't get anything. You bring money, will give you justice. I was making reference just now about Yeke Kodoba case. Imagine a lawmaker arrest a police and say, "Hey, this man bust my car into my car. On camera in broad daylight." Till date, the police say we will not investigate. You expect the Americans to take the police serious? The Americans, who told you the Americans do not have that video? You expect the Americans to take Rachel Kuhn serious and take the legislature serious, that a lawmaker will break into another lawmaker car on camera and the state does nothing, and state security does nothing? No investigation. The Americans are aware that Yeke Fonwone wrote the police requesting an investigation. Who told you they don't know? They're aware. They see how selective our police can be when it comes to investigating matters concerning politics. They move in quickly to CDC headquarters to break it down. We'll come into it. Without even exhausting the case. My car, I was on the radio at about this time in February. My car got burned. Set ablaze. While I'm on the radio, I saw folks running in here telling me, "Your car on fire." They burned my car while I'm on the radio in February this year. I'm on the radio, they burned my car. Somebody threw petrol bomb in the car. Burn my car. Till date, the police does not even know whether I took my car from where the car got burned. All the efforts I made, the calls are placed. So if I had not taken the car from here, I just took the car and called the mechanic to take the car and carry it and do what you want to do. I had to give the car to the mechanic. Because I'm going to spend $2,000-3,000 to repair a car. I told him take the car. The mechanic took the car from that place. To date, the police that came here and did investigation, the inventory of the car did not come back to where the car was here. from a crime scene. A journalist car got burned, and that place declared is obviously automatically a crime scene. The car, I told the mechanic carry the car. See where we are. This is a country. All the efforts are made to have my case investigated. The police has not even called me. That institution called the police has not called. So say, what really happened? What really happened? But I'm aware that it is orchestrated by the very Liberian National Police who went for criminals in Central in the Moreover Central Prison and paid them to bring my car. Because it's not possible that my car will be parking down there. People all us are less all year. No one could see anybody bringing my car. They saw petrol bombing the car. We saw two persons came on motor bag. They just came on motor bag. They threw the petrol bomb and the bag pulled out, the bag left. We saw one boy passing here near the car. But the way we were looking, you saw him was only on the car. We just had a bomb on the car, and we saw two persons on the motor bag. They threw petrol bomb in the car. From the narratives, it tells me that two persons or one or two persons were used to burst the car from the windshield from the back, and the back riders came and threw the petrol bomb in the car and left. The state has not said anything. But I told them, that in a vanity. That vanity. But God has a way of paying people back for the evils they do. And some of you thought, oh, they want to burn us in car, you will not come on the radio, you will be scared, you will be afraid, blah, 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 and all of that. So, you know, they're all of that, man. If there are bad people that are afraid, you're coming out. Maybe that because I'm February born. But hey, nothing has ever scared me in my life since I was born and started knowing myself. Nothing has ever scared me in my life. Now, all my friends that I'm closer to, they know me. Nothing scares me. I'm not easily moved. I'm not easily moved. No. I'm not easily moved. But nothing. I'm not easily caring. I don't follow the wind. Oh, the wind blowing, so go there. Oh. So these things are happening in this country. When they do not like you, you don't want to hear the other story said today. I told Khan today, it's kind of laughing. Yeah? So when they don't like you or they're angry that you are on their backs, they come after you. When they cannot convince you to support them, they come after you physically. That's why Eddie said to Joe Burger that they were stupid in the politics. Their politics are terrible. Terrible politics. But we had to make it more terrible for Joe Burger. Because the same way he said we will not sleep, he too will not sleep. He will have bad dream every day. He'll be sleeping and jump when he sleep. The pacemaker will not just cut. The wire will not just get disconnected. But we will pressure him to do the right thing. The moment he starts to do the right thing, we forget about him. But as long as Joe Burger insists on doing the wrong things, we will not rest on chastising him and using the adjectives that he hates to hear. He jump again, he run America. People going to start in. When next week, after next, he jump again, go America. He won't go rest, he tired. He won't go rest, he tired. He get nothing serious to do in America. He get nobody serious to meet in America. Nothing serious to do, nobody serious to meet, no serious meeting, no serious gathering, no serious activity for him in the US. He join plane, he run away. Tired with the country already. That's why when I hear people say, oh, the people can resign and tell the country over the country. I said, something happened to you? The country you wanted to run, that he said he was a race car and every high impact, and we should put him on the track and test the race car. If we want to know the car can run, we should put the car on the track. The race car is on the track. The engine finish is broken down now. The car made 1 minute on the track. The whole engine break cable. Now I did not want to use that race car because that race car was a ratting car. It it was a ratting car, and President Sirleaf knew that car was ratting. That's why she could not trust that car to race on behalf of Liberia. That's why she could not trust that car to lead Liberia's race. To lead any serious race on behalf of Liberia. Because she knew that race car was a disaster because its engine was broken down. Memory lost. And he said, I can't take the risks to put the race car on the track to lead Liberia into victory. Let's try somebody else. Was they tried the other car, but I supported all of the anti-robbery activities in the country just to make the government ugly. He was supporting a chairman and bringing kuch, bringing drugs in this country and selling it right behind your house. Polarize the society with the illegal importation and sales of drugs in the country, and then use it as a propaganda against the government. Yes, it worked because 20,000 human beings say we agreed to edge in their agreement. Disadvantage George Weah, and he left peacefully, conceded defeat, announced accepted result before NEC made her official pronouncement. That's leadership. Where's the country now today? In the garbage. In the garbage. Because they're making a full 20,000 human beings. See what they did to CDC headquarters? See the document from the court. See the document from the court. This is the court document. Notice for completion of appeal. Notice for completion of appeal. Republic of Liberia to matter Stomophy Estate petitioners appealing of the above caption case. Please bear with me because it's blur. Let me zoom here and take my time to read it. So Republic of Liberia to matter Stomophy Estate, matter Stomophy Estate petitioner appealing of the above caption case that the inspection of all papers and records in these proceedings in the above course of action, Congress for Democratic Change respondent appeals to the Honorable Supreme Court of Liberia sitting in its October term 2025 from the ruling of the August 4, 2025. You are hereby commanded to appear and defend the same Republic of Liberia to the Sheriff Civil Law Court, 6th Judicial Circuit Court from Mosurado County. You are hereby commanded to receive this notice for completion of appeal. This day issued issuing triplicate copies, serve the original by leaving a copy with the petitioner appealing or its representative in the above caption case, and return the original to my office with official returns endorsed on the back thereon as to the manner of service, and have you there this notice for completion of appeal. Give you honor my hand and seal of the court this 27th of August 2025. Civil Law Court, 6th Judicial Circuit Court, blah, blah, blah. Counselor for appellant and a counselor for appeal. What is the other one? Notice for completion of appeal. Republic of Liberia, matter, stomach fee, petitioner, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you are hereby commanded to receive the notice for completion of case, blah, blah, civil law. So let's see. I don't see any date here. I don't see any date. Maybe I didn't read it, but I didn't see any date. So Republic of Liberia to matter, stomach fee, estate, petitioner for democratic change, petitioner appeals to the Honorable Supreme Court of the. So this is the notice served by the court. So what this document is all about is that the Congress for Democratic Change had announced on the 27th of August, they took an appeal to the Supreme Court after the lower court declined to issue a stay order on the eviction. So they took an appeal to the Supreme Court. Now the Supreme Court has scheduled them, is inviting them to go and present their argument. Why should the court uphold their motion for stay order, their petition for stay order? But they finish breaking the building down. They finish breaking the building down. So what did the people go and argue again? The people wanted you to stay the eviction. The eviction order. That's what the appeal was saying. I mean, the appeal was saying. They were appealing before the Supreme Court to place a stay order on the eviction. The Supreme Court did not say anything about the people about the appeal filed before it until the eviction was conducted. A lawyer says to me, the fact that the appeal was asking the Supreme Court to place to place a stay order on the eviction, the Supreme Court should have issued a stay order. He said, in his wisdom, in my wisdom, the Supreme Court should have issued a stay order and called the parties to a hearing because that was an eviction notice that had timeline. This person is saying, hey, this one asking me to leave this property. This eviction order is saying, hey, these people are asking me, this action will render me homeless. And it is a political case because it involves a political party. And looking at the history of the case, when the police have gone to Westport to acquire a search and seizure warrant in the party headquarters, it caused entire stir in the Congo belt, disturbed businesses on that day in an entire area. Hey, the whole matter has become political. So, in my wisdom, I will have issued a stay order and call the parties to come. Let me hear them. He said, justice delay is justice denied. Justice delay is justice denied. So what do you think? You delay justice. The Supreme Court delayed to issue the stay order. The Supreme Court delayed to invite the parties for a hearing. This thing was about life and death. The rendering people homeless. Rendering a political party homeless. The major opposition political party. This matter was a serious security issue. It was a national security issue. This is a matter that posed a serious security threat to our country. Had the party not have a peaceful political leader that would be in all the chat rooms telling everybody to be calm, to stay calm, to leave the party headquarters, to move from there. If the CDC did not have a political leader that was so peaceful that nobody could sleep, you had a political leader in all of the different chat rooms telling people to stay calm. If people were at the party headquarters, to leave from there. If people were thinking about going there, to disengage from going to the party headquarters, to leave the people place, to forget about it, to leave the government alone, to forget about the anger, to reduce the anger, stay home. George Weah was in one of the major chat rooms, sending text messages to people to lead us in the party, to talk to people, to stay off the party headquarters. If those who were there, talking to them to leave, talking to leaders to talk to people in the yard to leave. In some cases, he was raising a voice to leave the place and instructing that no one person should confront any police officer in that yard. That's why this matter did not escalate. Not because the police went down there with guns. How many police officers were down there? Who told you that because police went down there with guns? No. There are men around who could have confronted those police officers with guns. Yes. I'm saying this. Not because police went there with guns. The police would have been overwhelmed by the masses of the people disarmed. You went down there in November, 2011, November 7, 2011, and killed civilians. Civilians still live on. Anything would have been possible that day. That's why the Justice Ichimo should have taken this matter so seriously. But again, like I said, justice is on sale in the judiciary. Justice is on sale in the judiciary. When you are in opposition, it is likely low. When you are in opposition, it is highly possible that you will not get justice. If you are in opposition, it is highly possible that you will not get justice. If you are a ruling party person, it is highly possible that you will get justice. That's why you delay a matter that bordered on our national security. And you play with it. There was nothing. Today, the party's investment is destroyed. Furnitures. All destroyed. Because things that the party could have removed, call technicians to take down the ACs, call in vehicle, to take down, to remove their furnitures from the different offices. You broke them down and destroyed them when there was an appeal before the Supreme Court. The party following the law to exhaust the legal process. In the morning, police officers put themselves in sheriff uniforms, tied their faces, went there like rebels to destroy a party headquarters. And you tell me that we should listen to Baga to reconcile this country? You tell me that we should support. I dare anybody in CDC one day can't stay in for me, or let me hear in my ear talking about reconciling with Joe Baga. I won't hear it. The day I hear anybody telling me about reconciling with Joe Baga, I'm saying UP or C or UP officials. I'm saying Joe Baga and certain individuals in the UP. The day we hear it with Jolan. Let Baga die, anybody die to their grave and keep his speech and be enemies for laugh. But not Joe Baga. Not Jeremiah Kun. No. They have given you reason to believe. Let me tell you something. Politics is not war. Politics are not war. When the politics gets to the point that blood has to be shed, then it becomes war. So where we are now, we are at war with each other. Yes. You want to take people last. You were prepared to shoot on Sat that morning to kill human beings. And you call it politics? Not politics. You declare war on the CDC. The police officers left the CDC headquarters. After demolishing the headquarters, they move in the communities on Old Road, arresting randomly. And they just see you and suspect you to be, I don't know civilians get special look. See that kind of naivety, that kind of stupidity, that kind of illiteracy. People on motorbike, they were arresting people on motorbike, arresting motorcyclists, going in the community and arresting people. You want to demolish headquarters. You succeeded in demolishing the headquarters. Nobody resisted you. Then you move in the community and started arresting people you perceive to be seditious. So what did they do? And you tell me it's politics? You declare war on CDC. The CDC and the seditious are aiming. They are under the obligation to fight back. Like somebody can tell me, oh, Austin, in February, your car got burned. Then you tell me, say, oh, because I see that vanity, so I should trust UP people. If UP folks can go to the length of burning my car, sending people to burn my car, why should I trust them? Why should I trust them? Then you say politics? That can be politics. I got people that can be with me, so now they can be in the car sleeping. So what team or somebody were in that car, one of my beginning in that car sleeping? You know what we're talking about at this time? You know what we're talking about? Well, no one on the road, someone will be down, roaming, someone will go somewhere, someone will be in the car sleeping. So this is not politics. This UP has declared war on the CDC. They're not politics. They're not political agreement. I mean disagreement. Political disagreement will always be on the issue. You killed seditious in 2023. You killed Tamamomo, beat him with stick and stew him to death, and beat his dead body with stick on camera. You call that politics? You arrested Yaya Sicilian in Lofa. Men in red arrested them, later than tabed them. I said the same word for the war. Tabed them and beat them. You call that politics? And you want us to reconcile? You call that politics? You came to Capitol Building, you didn't stop that you won an election and came to Capitol Building and say, Funati can be speaker. CC will not do it if they get the number. If they succeed in winning, we'll use force. We are going to use guns to remove them. And they came after Funati won the election. The UP folks decided to use the guns to intimidate and harass lawmakers to have them removed from offices. Richard Kuhn went took stick. Drilling machine, drill the office of Funati Kofa on camera, put his things answer with any coat on it. Where they got it by armed men. How you call that? They use guns to remove Funati things from the office. You call they say reconcile. You didn't stop there. You going in the different communities, randomly arresting people, children, people's husbands, and people's wives, incriminating them, inducing them to lie on decent lawmakers only because they refuse to step down on your demand. You use guns, pointed guns at their cars, at the entrance of Capitol Building, ask them to disembark the vehicle. Yes, they will not be allowed to enter the fence. In some cases, you ask them to get down and enter and walk in the fence while their vehicles are parked outside because they were for Funadisa. In the same video, on the same video, lawmakers from the so-called majority bloc approach the entrance and you did not stop their car, did not check their car, and allow them inside. You use guns. All these things are happening under the power of guns, under the influence of guns. And you see, Liberia, should reconcile. I won't see that day. I won't see that day. I prefer being neutral. I prefer being neutral in Liberian politics than to support John Weah. The day he bring reconciliation bill to us with these UP people, with Jeremiah Kun, with the police, with Baga, those people, the day that John Weah bring reconciliation bill in our ear, me, I will not tell you no, chief. I wash my hand. I go sit down on the fence. You know what people can say? I watched a movie, I think Samuel Jackson or somebody, he said, America does not negotiate with terrorists. That is deep. That is deep. Do you really think you're going to change Joe? So imagine, George Weah attempted reconciling with Joe Baga ever since. Went to election, 2014 election. From 2014 to 2011, he left, he didn't win, and then 2017, George Weah won the election and went to Baga's house to reconcile with him and everything. Baga felt sick. Called Josetta, yeah, you are just carry the paper America. Be there. They treat you, then you get where you bring back. While Weah was president, Baga became president. He said, I even owe the man speech I'm not giving him. Executive launch that you build, you're not passing there to travel again anymore. When you're coming back, you're not passing there. You're using the regular terminal. When your airplane can and not parking here, you must go blame in fit down, you rack out the can of bureau. Y'all want us to reconcile with Joe Baga and his children? You think the children not see what Joe Baga doing? They assume that somebody say, oh, Baga in the know. Joe Baga Jr. is a word he worked in George Weah government without any intimidation. Tama Baga worked in George Weah government without any intimidation. They are regular guys. They are hearing these things. Are you telling me they assuming Baga is not in the know? Are you telling me they don't have access to the father to tell the father that these are the things happening which is wrong? Austin Kawa. My father is 78 goes and 9 years old. I can look in your face and think, Daddy, I don't agree with this one. And he knows that. And that's how they brought us up. Disagree respectfully. They never discourage us for disagreeing with them. In fact, here we argue, discuss, debate the issue. Political issue. At the time he was dictating to me who to support, who not to support, no debate, Benny. Because the first thing, if you want to support John Weah, I remember he said that to me in 2005. If you want to support John Weah, all the John Weah poster, I bought my eye, tell them from inside the hall. If you want to support John Weah, go live on your own. That was 2005, right? Did I have a debate with him? No, I'm under his roof. When we begin mature and start making our own political decisions, he wasn't telling me who to vote for anymore, but we were debating why Weah, why Baga. Why Weah, why not Baga? Why Baga, why not Weah? We were debating at that point. And today we still debate. So Joe Baga, Junior, Tama Baga, the worst case, they have access to their father, unhindered access. But Daddy don't think they want to politics, Daddy. Forget about that, he don't build a place. But the man, you have former president. We keep denying access to certain facilities. But the man is extremely corrupt and illiterate, so she does not care. She will not concern about clothes to wear, especially clothes that she will never own in her whole life. The children, they don't care. They basically making money and getting rich. The president himself, he basically wearing customer share and stealing all around the place and acting and faking it that he doesn't know what's happening. Extremely vindictive old man. So the family is a family decision. The police is taking instruction. I can say this. I know for a fact. Yeah, there are 1 or 2 persons in the police that got personal issue with Joe Weah. That I'm aware of. On the bigger picture, the ordinary police officers, let's be frank. What kind of police officer would just jump out and go to CDC and call out gun? Let's be real. But when their bosses instruct them to go, They are under obligation to go. They say, no, I'm not going there. So, I mean, in most cases, I don't have fundamental issue with the police officers that you see go to CEC headquarters and intimidating them. No. If order does not come from up to them, they will not go there. They will not go there. The first time they want to invade the party headquarters, that order took them from there. They received order and instruction through their supervisor, and they instructed them, and they left, right? So if the order does not come to them, they will not go there. The people we should be having issue with, not the ordinary police officers who are taking instruction against their will. The hierarchy of the police are the real problems that we should be targeting. The president, the vice president, the speaker, and his so-called majority bloc members. I could never be in that Capitol building and reconcile. After all these things, I will be lawmaker, but me and nobody get reconciliation. We get friendship again. That friendship is abolished for the rest of my life. I'm telling you, what I saw happen on Joe Biden, that friendship is abolished. Certain people do not deserve you reconciling with them. On a serious note, certain people do not deserve you reconciling with them. Certain people don't deserve it. Lives could have been taken. Lawmakers could have got killed. You invaded the party headquarters, broke down the Sakobo tree, see the vendetta in it, in the action. Sakobo tree that CDC did not plan. You went there and so you could see that the target was to destroy the ideology of the CDC, to destroy the CDC, because the CDCians, they believe in the Sakobo tree. The Sakobo tree has served as a source of motivation, what they call gallantry. And you sit down and so let's destroy the Sakobo tree. There will be no more Sakobo tree that they will go under to go sing and dance. That philosophy, the practical exhibition of loyalty and commitment to a political party, that's what angers them. So they'll destroy the Sakobo tree. Hey, rate of eviction. Say, leave my property. Pack your things and leave. Eviction say, pack your things and leave. If they refuse, you break it down. Or if they refuse, you force them out of the property. But most likely, eviction supported by the police is to ensure that the people who you want to take from your property, that they move from there. So if the court serves the eviction and they say, we're not moving, the police can move in, hold them outside, hold their hand in my hand, hold them outside, bust the door, hold them outside, and everything. What you carry a gun to go do? To go kill who? To go kill who? Gun. People say, oh, the police did not go there to kill. Hey, gun has one purpose. Gun does not have any other purpose besides killing. There are certain objects there are certain things you don't even justify. They say, oh, the police did not go there to kill. Gun get any purpose besides killing? Then you say the police did not go there to kill. Gun does not have any other purpose. They manufacture gun purpose to kill. The CDC was never an enemy to you. How you go there with gun? To evict? To evict? Oh, we're not moving. Hey, my man, get outside. My man, get outside. Bust the door. You will see the way. Y'all move. Okay, you 1 hour, you pack our things. We'll send for pickup. Pickup campaign. Right? That's how eviction is done. In most cases, it's expected that eviction is supposed to be peacefully carried out because you don't have ownership to the property and you've already acknowledged that you don't have ownership and you want to you want to own the property legally. The person said no. So it's a legal process, a legal battle. What kind of eviction will say, go destroy the property? Will all the tenants asset and everything inside it? What the tenant own, you destroy everything. The CDC can still go back to court and sue the government or the state or whosoever that acted outside the rate of eviction. The police will go down there, or the yellow machine, the excavator operator will go to the court and prove resistance, that they were resisting, we provoked the police to use force, or they were resisting, which provoked the excavator operator to break down the property. So the CDC still has legal remedy to go to court. All the things they destroy, go to court and claim that the properties were destroyed. You acted outside the authority of the eviction order, the eviction notice. All the journalists were there. Nobody resisted leaving. So why did the police start arresting people? In Oro, the police acted outside her scope. The human rights issue. Take it to the Human Rights Commission. Why did you go Oro? You said the people should leave the party headquarters. The Palestinians left the party headquarters and go Oro. Then you follow them Oro to start arresting them on the Oro. Oh? If you say we should leave the property here, then we left the property Congo, we go in the Oro community, then you follow us in the Oro community and start arresting us. That was part of the eviction order do. But the court will not come looking for a case. So the party has to take her complaint to the court for the court to investigate, for the court to hear. And we are encouraging the leadership of the CDC not to let this go. Let's exhaust this legal process. After the Supreme Court hearing in a stay order, we file another case to the court. You destroy the party materials all in the place there. Police officer was seen on camera looting. The CDC has a legitimate case again to take to the court. You think everybody just to be passing around? Let's stay close. Let's stay close. The CDC has a legitimate reason. The CDC has a legitimate case. The police acted outside of scope. They looted property and all of that. They destroyed property. The excavator operator needs to answer before the court. Who authorized him to destroy the property? Where in the say go and destroy the property? You are not acting on the instruction of the owner of the property. That's very clear. The excavator operator was never acting under the instruction of the owner of the property. So he can't go to the court and say, oh, that the property owner told me to destroy. The court said, no, we did not tell you to take instruction from property owner. We told you, go to the place to effect an eviction order. Eviction. Can also leave. Move from here. Turn over ownership. This is go destroy. So the excavator operator cannot go to the court and say that the owners of the property told me to destroy the assets there. Those are assets that belong to the party, the client. You think you should not have destroyed it. So that excavator operator will have to go and justify why he destroyed the party's properties. Who authorized him to destroy the assets that the party had in that place? Were there resistance from the occupants? Where are the evidence to prove that there were resistance from from the occupants? Why did you burst into a house on the property where people in the house refusing to enter, refusing to come outside? Where is the evidence that people were in the house refusing to come outside that led you into bursting the property, the door? If you bang on the door, nobody answer, it means nobody was in the house. The people receive the eviction notice? Yes. Then how you burst in the place? When people receive the eviction notice? And son, then you start busting door. You start breaking down the structures outside the scope of the eviction notice. And see all you CDC lawyers sitting down, and you think we come and sit down and allow this to go just like that? One brother say he won't be a dirty criminal. We treat brother like a dirty criminal, like a rogue. If he wants to be a Zogo, we treat him like a Zogo. And it has to be told. 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. Those are the numbers to call. And okay. Who are those? Who are those? Yeah, Amos Sheku. Welcome. Brahman Freeman, welcome. Marco Mamu, welcome to the show. Okay, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Let's go to the telephone lines and pick calls 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. Those are the numbers to call and be a part of the show. Our WhatsApp number is also active on +231 886 500 104. 30 seconds each. Let's hear you. Hello, go straight to the point.
I'm calling from Radio Maroon.
Okay,
you're multi-get
oh, you see all about Maron, I beg you, me not get out of play. Yeah? Carry on our side to your UP. Me no more get rough play on the radio. Hello? Oh, what happening? Okay. Hello? Hold on, let me put you on speaker. Okay, go ahead.
How are you, son?
I'm okay.
Thank God be with you. My son, what you saying there? You read the book of Isaiah. It would tell you, say, whenever you have somebody had a quarrel before, and in your reconcile, it says that time you got to be careful. If CDC reconcile or Joe will reconcile with Jeremiah or Waka, they will kill Joe. Let me tell you.
I agree with you.
People don't need reconciliation. They don't need reconciliation. Oh, they don't need reconciliation. They will kill our leader. They be money to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will not support George. We have to reconcile with all of those people. Their names, we got our names on list. We will not support any form of reconciliation with those people. We're clear about that. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
Thank you. This is Walker. Oh yeah, they think you're heavy. They think the show.
Yeah.
Ah yeah. They think you're heavy. The guy is fine. They love. They come between Joe Walker and supporter institution. And one person that I've always said that. No reconciliation here now until Walker, you don't say you're 20 years, whatsoever year that you have in like you no. Why you want to take of us? And he supported no way that we can reconcile with them. They are open way now. We're not disrespecting you. We're saying that watch it, but you should be in and know that they are next home. If you check in the mind of the Unity Party phone, if you check in the mind of Draka and Waka in quite Jeremiah home, they want John, we are out of the face of the earth. So you need to be careful. We're not careful. People are mocking at you doing all of the things for the sake of the pocket. When they come, they will walk out for a certain because of pain, because of death. This is why we have said that 2029, the president should be clear whether you want to go into the election. Or I will go into the campaign together when it is time to go to cast our vote. Let him lead with all the party officials and the party people also into the executive matter. We're not going to expect anything unless they also into the executive matter democratically. That's what we want.
Thank you. Next person, let's hear you. 30 seconds. Go ahead. Good evening to you.
Yeah, stable to play calling for
Okay.
Many a time we listen to people saying that Joe Biden is starting the door of what is going on. But I can say to them that it is false and misleading. Joe Biden is aware. That's why we keep on defending with candidate asking about the inflation at the CDC party going to share the law is the law. When did you realize that the law is the law? You remove it because illegally. And then you say that the law is the law. So he is aware. And we are sending back to giving a special gift from something like that. And what I want to say to Josh is very clear. Because you have to be careful with your work. Anything concerning reconciliation is different is just for it. Like also 2029, if you want to be a pastor, Josh here, then he get us now so that we can pass the person to lead us. Because
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Next person, let's hear you. 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Hello?
Let's hear you, my brother.
Yeah, I think I'm Joseph calling from
Joseph, go ahead.
Yeah. I really want to ask what the person really wants to get in America. I understand where he the biggest Congress are going to be when we are going to do that. Because now, we're not understanding what is happening in the country. Young people definitely know what is very going on.
Okay. Let me answer that question, Coco. Right? You know how Braga went to the state soon? The pacemaker Braga using, he's going to fly for long hours, right? And it will require him to rest for at least 4 to 5 days, almost 1 week. You will need bed rest. After the bed rest, you will also need to upgrade or clean up his system.
Wow.
Reorientate the system. So in America, it's an opportunity to do some cleaning and yes. So that's why he's going early. That's the only reason.
Okay. Yeah, because now I really understand what is going on. But here that we young people now, really get job now, and their work is very difficult for us now. Even said we need to look for food for our parents, it's very difficult because I remember during your time, everything was very cool. Just far, we're not getting the 100%, but I think we're getting that 25%. But now, we're very understanding.
Thank you. Next person, let's hear you. Go ahead. Hello. Let's take Masisi. You know you'll always be the last. Hello, good evening to you. Let's hear you.
And we know what to say that our partner is break down. We told them to say the God that you are we get there, it's our enemy because we are you know see. Someone after every day you talk about we partner will go see. And we never come back to heaven. We will say what happen.
Thank you very much. We'll take 2 more calls and then we go home. From this line, let's hear this person. Good evening to you.
Good evening.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, my name is Jackson Thomas and I keep joining from Prince. You know, I just want to let this government to know that with all the security that they had, they took to the CDC compound. They should just pray God and tell God, thank you that our political leader talked to us that night. But if not so, then by now, the government is going to be talking about building new police depot in the 17 political districts. That's one plan that we had that night. Why they were carrying 500 police officers to our party headquarters? We were going to be engaging those police depots. The first thing we were going to set up a roadblock. Then we start engaging those police depots. We were going to put all the criminals out that night. But we just want to say thank you to George Weah for giving us that attention, by telling us that we should go on to it. But we are still waiting to see what will be the outcome of
Thank you. Don't worry. Thank you. They say Megan to all, my man. You want to all, yeah?
Hello?
Let's hear you. Masisi, that you're talking to.
I want to find out something that said the 2 people that they coming to pray for them, not $75 to don't spend the money for it.
Thank you. Let's take the last call. Masisi, we'll take Masisi and then we'll go home. On this note, let's take Masisi and then we go home. J Baba, they say they want new Prezo. We give them new Prezo, but they still crying, say no job.
They say they want new. We give them the new Prezo. But they still crying, say no job. They say they want new Prezo. We give them the new Prezo. But they still crying, say no job.
Okay, last caller, go ahead.
I'm Mustafa Bonaga calling from the 10th Street.
Yeah, you asked a question already. I got a question.
Yeah,
Hey, you listen to the radio, I'll answer you. All right. Oh, I said, Messi, you want to know what Baga is spending? But Baga get money. Baga did not even have money to be to renovate to poke or Baga did not have money to even pin your house. Baga coming put money to build bridge. Baga money, my man. Like the Chinese come. You know, the Chinese have business interests in our country. They have interest in money. They mining our damo, our gold. They're failing our timber and all of that. So yes, they have business interests. They have interests here. They have diplomatic interests, and so once that people can give me and settle in for them, trust me, it's a give and take. So let's hear you. Last caller, go ahead. Oh, okay, my man, we have to go.
You got our people that will vote and stay fully
Okay, civil servants not taking pay. We not talk. Stay the hunger killing us. That who come and save us now? That who come and save us? Oh. Corruption killing us every day. Making everybody faces to frown. They say they want new preso. We give them a new preso. But they still crying, say they're hungry. They stay crying, say no job. Jay Baba, you put this song together. Many thanks to all of you for following the show in the form the manner you follow us. Trust me, by the grace of God, we shall be back here tomorrow to continue our engagement. Until we see tomorrow, thanks to all of you. Do have yourselves pleasant moments in your respective areas. My name is Austin Kawa. Baba.
The devil was shot as an idle man. An idle man is a hungry man. A hungry man is an angry man. I ain't bring all the holla there in the land.